Welcome back to our architectural journey through the incredible works of Frank Lloyd Wright. In this episode, we venture into the period beginning in 1904, a time when Wright's designs began to push the boundaries of architecture even further. As we move through the early 20th century, we'll explore how his ideas evolved into iconic creations that continue to influence modern architecture today. From the completion of landmark buildings to the innovative use of new materials and techniques, we will uncover the developments that define this prolific era of Wright's career. Join us as we examine each project's unique story and the lasting impact of Wright's visionary designs. So, sit back, subscribe if you haven't yet, and get ready to be inspired by the masterful works of Frank Lloyd Wright from 1904 onwards. 1904. Charles W. Barnes House, McCook, Nebraska. We're diving into the unique design of a house that uses a basic cruciform plan, although it's on a relatively modest scale. The layout cleverly intersects a plane with the living room and dining room by another containing the kitchen and reception room. Upstairs, the house offers 4 bedrooms and a bathroom. A distinctive feature is the windows. The first floor has centered windows at each end, while the upstairs bedrooms boast bands of windows with 2 featuring wraparound corners, all under the protection of typical projecting eaves. Robert Clark House, Peoria, Illinois. The architectural study of Robert Clark's 3-story house presents a challenging task due to the presence of undated working drawings that include 2 sets of plans and conflicting elevations. This complex structure features an impressive long entrance porte-cochere leading into a spacious hall. This central hall, reminiscent of the one in the Dana House, spans multiple levels of the home, creating an open vertical space adorned with balconies and offering expansive vistas throughout. On the entrance level, just beyond the hall, there is an area designated for dancing and another space reserved for billiards, making it an ideal setting for entertainment. The layout then transitions into an L-shape arrangement that accommodates storage, laundry facilities, 2 servants' rooms, a bathroom, and a servant's sitting room with a dedicated rear entry for service access. The next level above features the main living room located on one wing of the L plan. From the hall, steps lead down to the other wing, which is on a split level and houses the dining room. Positioned directly behind the large fireplace in the hall are the kitchen and pantry, effectively utilizing the split-level design. The third level of the house includes 3 bedrooms, a sitting room, and 2 bathrooms. The architectural design cleverly incorporates a large covered veranda above the dining room, which is accessible from the living room below, enhancing the home's outdoor connection and providing additional leisure space. Overall, the house's design, with its split levels and multiple functional areas, encapsulates a complex but highly functional residential structure, although the discrepancies in the plans add to the difficulty of fully understanding or describing the intended final layout. First National Bank of Dwight, Illinois. Proposed for a narrow urban plot, this plan outlines a 3-story bank and office building meticulously designed to optimize space and functionality. The ground floor is dedicated to the banking operations, featuring a main banking room, a secure vault, and a director's room. The second floor houses individual offices for Colonel Smith and Mr. Ludington, divided by a central general office space, facilitating both private and collaborative work environments. The top floor is designed with clerestory windows to enhance natural lighting for both the general office below and the agent's room above, creating a bright and productive workspace. Frank Lloyd Wright's annotations on the building's perspective indicate a sophisticated use of materials, including brick, sculptural stone, stone tablets, and a bronze grille. emphasizing both durability and aesthetic appeal in the building's construction. Larkin Company, Workmen's Row Housing, Buffalo, New York. The Larkin Company workmen's houses were designed by Frank Lloyd Wright as part of a low-cost rental housing initiative. These residences were structured as two-unit brick houses, with each unit comprising a practical layout. The first floor featured a kitchen and a living room, while the second floor housed 3 bedrooms and a bathroom. The relatively large kitchen, equipped with a fireplace, served as the main family room, suggesting a space where daily life was centered. In contrast, the smaller living room functioned more like a traditional Victorian parlor, more formal and less frequently used. Below these living spaces, a basement was included to accommodate a heater, laundry facilities, and additional storage, ensuring that the houses were not only affordable but also functional for everyday living. When Wright showcased the project in the Wasmuth portfolio, he described the buildings as workmen's cottages for Mr. E.C. Waller, Chicago, Illinois, highlighting their purpose and the target demographic. This project reflects Wright's commitment to architectural solutions that address the needs of working-class families by providing them with dignified and well-designed living spaces. J.A. Scudder Summer Lodge, Island Campament Dowers, Ontario, Canada. This summer cottage, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright, is strategically positioned atop a steep hillside, offering expansive views over a lake. It features a board and batten exterior and integrates both formal and unique architectural elements. The centerpiece of the home is a 2-story living room highlighted by 5 tall windows that ensure ample natural light and scenic views. This room also includes a prominent fireplace, with convenient access to both the living room and the kitchen. Adjacent to the kitchen, 2 bedrooms are equipped with a removable partition, allowing for flexible living arrangements. The living room extends to a large front terrace and 2 narrower side terraces, optimizing outdoor leisure spaces. Upstairs, 4 additional bedrooms and a balcony overlooking the living room add to the home's spacious feel. Wright's detailed renderings, including shaded tree lines and lake views, enhance the design's connection to its picturesque setting, making it an ideal retreat for relaxation and enjoying nature. H.J. Ullman House, Oak Park, Illinois. The Ullman House, featured in the Wasmuth portfolio, represents an advanced development from Frank Lloyd Wright's earlier Robert Clark House design. Notably, Wright designed the dining room to be situated a few steps down from the living room at garden level, directly beneath a covered porch, enhancing the connection to the outdoors. Both the dining room and porch are directly accessible from the living room, fostering a seamless flow. The kitchen is positioned on the same level as the dining room, with a mezzanine stair landing nearby connecting to additional functional spaces, including a study, servants' rooms, and a bathroom. The house is structured in an L shape with the kitchen projecting outward, creating a distinct architectural form. The entrance is cleverly designed near the living room fireplace, equipped with a screen and strategically placed stairs to provide privacy and shield direct views into the living room. This design integrates interesting changes of levels within the home, with the 2-story living room flanked by balconies on each side of the chimney mass. A set of steps leads up from the living room to the covered porch above the dining room, adding layers and depth to the living space. This thoughtful layout requires detailed examination of sketches to fully grasp the innovative split-level design Wright implemented. Wood and Plaster House, Highland Park, Illinois. The Wasmuth portfolio features a project titled Sketch for 1-Story Rambling Dwelling on the Lake Shore, beside a deep ravine at Highland Park for Mr. Adams, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright in 1904. The intended construction materials were plaster and wood, chosen for their natural aesthetic and ability to harmonize with the surrounding landscape. The design, beautifully rendered by William Drummond, a draftsman in Wright's Oak Park workshop, was noted for its artistry and detailed depiction. Despite its promising design and idyllic location, it remains unclear whether this home was ever built, leaving its fate as one of the captivating mysteries within Wright's architectural legacy. 1905, Mrs. Darrow House, Chicago, but unspecified. The architectural plans for a house identified as Mrs. Darrow North Shore are believed to be for the wife of Clarence Darrow, the famous Chicago trial lawyer and a friend of Frank Lloyd Wright. Located in the upscale residential district of Chicago's North Shore, the design is captured on a single sheet that includes 2 plans and 2 elevations. The house's prominent feature is its steeply sloped hip roof, which is accentuated by a central vertical masonry mass with windows and a broad chimney, contributing to its distinct aesthetic. The first floor comprises an entry hall, living room, covered porch, dining area, and kitchen, while the second floor holds 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. Unfortunately, no further drawings are available to provide additional details on the roof's complexity or other architectural elements of the house. Double House, Oak Park, Illinois. The file contains just one enigmatic drawing for a house, depicted in a perspective view. This architectural illustration presents a design featuring a combination of materials. The first story is constructed with board and batten, while the second story is finished with stucco. This use of different materials on separate levels not only offers a distinct textural contrast, but also adds architectural interest. Unfortunately, the file lacks any additional drawings or documents that might provide further insight into the layout, structural details, or intended aesthetic features of the house. This single perspective drawing leaves much to the imagination, suggesting a unique but incomplete glimpse into what could have been a distinctive architectural project. T. Gilpin House, Oak Park, Illinois. The Gilpin House is characterized by its unusually limited window placement, a feature that likely reflects the client's specific requests and marks a departure from Frank Lloyd Wright's typical style. The house features a mix of ceiling heights, with 8-foot ceilings in the entrance hall and dining room, and a 12-foot ceiling in the adjacent studio. The kitchen is located behind the studio's fireplace, facilitating a unique distribution of space that allows for an elevated ceiling in the music room above the dining room. Despite having exterior walls on 3 sides, the dining room and the music room above have minimal windows, which contributes to the building's enclosed feeling. Similarly, the studio living room has windows on only 1 wall. The structure's material choice of board and batten and the conventional pitched roof with limited overhangs further differentiate this project from Wright's usual designs. These elements, combined with the absence of a basement plan and the overall architectural style, suggest that the Gilpin House may have been the work of one of Wright's draftsmen rather than Wright himself. Frank Martin House, Buffalo, New York. Warren MacArthur Apartment Building, Chicago, Illinois. Frank Lloyd Wright's design for an apartment building, as detailed in the Wasmuth portfolio, showcases his continued exploration of reinforced concrete, building upon the techniques he utilized in Unity Temple. This building features a range of apartment sizes from 1 to 3 bedrooms, each substantially larger than his earlier designs from the 1890s. The layout includes individual living rooms, dining rooms, kitchens, and bathrooms for each apartment. The basement is equipped with facilities for laundry, storage, and an additional apartment presumably for a caretaker, benefiting from natural light through windows due to the building's raised design. Architecturally, the building mirrors the aesthetic of Unity Temple, with its use of reinforced concrete slabs and distinctive flat projecting roofs, emphasizing Wright's innovative approach to urban residential design. Single-story varnish factory. Location unspecified. The project involves two identical schematic plans for a block plan of single-story varnish factory, which include no additional contextual information about the development. The design organizes 6 buildings around central open courts and loading platforms, optimized for factory operations. Central buildings are designated as factory areas, with adjacent structures labeled as storage and stable on one side, and shipping and office on the other. This layout suggests a logical flow from production to storage and then to shipping, with administrative activities located in the office building. However, the plans do not provide details on the interior spaces, indicating that these are preliminary designs likely intended for early planning discussions. Harvey P. Sutton House, McCook, Nebraska. The Harvey P. Sutton House in McCook, Nebraska, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright in 1905, is a notable example of his early prairie-style architecture. This style is characterized by its horizontal lines, integration with the landscape, flat roofs with broad overhangs and grouped windows, all of which are evident in the Sutton House. The design emphasizes natural materials and colors, enhancing its connection to the surrounding environment. Internally, the house follows Wright's philosophy of open and interconnected living spaces, making it a significant cultural landmark in McCook and an important piece in the study of Wright's architectural evolution. Harvey O. Sutton House, Scheme 2. McCook, Nebraska. The Harvey O. Sutton House, Scheme 2, located in McCook, Nebraska, is another distinct design by Frank Lloyd Wright, reflecting further exploration within his prairie-style architectural approach. This scheme, a variant in the design of the Sutton House, showcases Wright's continuous refinement and adaptation to client needs and site specifics. While specific details about Scheme the 2nd of May vary from the original plan, the overall intent remains consistent, creating a home that is both functional and aesthetically in harmony with the prairie landscape of McCook. Such adaptations highlight Wright's ability to modify his visions to better suit the unique aspects of each project while maintaining the integrity of his architectural philosophy. Yahara River Boathouse, Madison, Wisconsin. In late 1905, Cudworth Bay, a University of Wisconsin student and member of the racing team, sought Frank Lloyd Wright's expertise to design a boathouse for racing shells. Wright, expressing his eagerness to contribute to his alma mater, responded with enthusiasm, stating his willingness to design anything for the university, from a chicken house to a cathedral, regardless of his busy schedule. Wright's design for the boathouse was straightforward yet functional. He proposed a structure with tar and gravel roofing, plastered walls, and a hemlock frame, focusing on durability and simplicity. To enhance functionality, Wright incorporated skylights to illuminate the aisles between the stored racing shells, allowing for maintenance activities to be carried out under natural light. Additionally, he planned for flues at both ends of the boathouse to accommodate stoves, making it possible to heat the space during colder months if necessary. This thoughtful design reflects Wright's ability to merge practical needs with architectural elegance, tailoring his approach to the specific requirements of the boathouse while maintaining aesthetic consideration. Thank you for joining us as we explored the innovative designs and architectural genius of Frank Lloyd Wright from the years 1904 to 1905. We've delved into a variety of his projects, each showcasing Wright's unique ability to blend functionality with aesthetics and his commitment to enhancing every structure with his visionary design principles. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for more architectural explorations. Share your thoughts and any questions you have in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, keep looking around and let yourself be inspired by the world of architecture around us. Farewell and keep exploring.